It's been about a year since I last published an introduction video for this channel, and I thought that I'd take a few minutes to sort of reintroduce myself yet again and celebrate and acknowledge that we recently passed 1,000 subscribers on this channel. And it's been a super awesome journey in the past year, seeing so many people join in on the channel and the community that we've built around here, as well as I think dial in a little bit more and get clear on what is that definition of what we do on this channel. And to me, what it really comes down to is the intersection of technology and performance. I've always been obsessed with studying human performance and also applying it myself. I competed in strongman for a dozen years. I was fourth in Canada twice. And I also studied psychology and nutrition in university. So I've always had this background that has led me into that aspect of what is the flow state and how do we perform our best? How do we find more meaning in our lives? But the other thing that really captivates my attention and interests me is the ideas and applications of technology to this. How do we weave in things like the tech that's in our everyday life? How do we become more productive with the technology that we use? And how does that help lead into our performance as well? Because productivity and performance are both closely tied together, and it's all woven into this idea that I call the high flow lifestyle. And it's all about what we focus on, how we work towards mastery, understanding psychology and the flow state itself, as well as integrating recovery and the importance of being able to take time off or avoid burnout, learn how to manage stress levels so that we can perform our best when we need to, but also recover our best and not face those crashes or those dips. That's how we ultimately grow and leads to more progress. So all of this comes together on this channel, and especially that tech aspect, I think is something that draws a lot of viewers in. And I've noticed that when I veer too far off from talking about things like the technology of books and e-readers and Kindle especially is something that stands out, or how we use our iPads to read and enhance our ability to learn and understand new things, or these other tech aspects that are important for workflows and productivity. All of it comes together into what I think this channel is all about. So I hope that's what you're in for and here for the journey as well, to try to find that meaning and fulfillment in your own life and ultimately find more flow. But there's lots of other things that I think weave into the story with the multiple businesses that I've run and just everything related to what I'm currently doing or what I've done. And I just want to help share and develop everybody else to kind of find that thing that is most meaningful for them. Because along my journey, I've taken some of those leaps of faith to try and find my own path and not just follow the corporate culture or do what everybody has sort of told you have to do with your life. And I think it's that ever pursuing progress and moving forward and growing is something that kind of comes down to it as well. So I appreciate you being here and being along on the journey. And for sure, drop a comment, introduce yourself, let me know what you're working towards growing and trying to develop yourself. I appreciate you, and I appreciate what we've continued to build together here. So I will see you in the next video.